They taught you to obey. They taught you to doubt yourself, to second-guess your instincts, to stay in line. They handed you a box the day you were born and said, "This is your life. Stay inside." But what if you stepped outside? What if the prison was never real? What if the bars were made of nothing but thoughts? You were not born afraid. You were taught to be. Fear, doubt, guilt. They don't belong to you. You inherited them. Hand-me-down chains passed from wounded minds. But here's the truth. You can return them. You can walk out of that cell anytime you choose. Freedom begins the moment you question. Not the world, not the system, yourself. Ask, who am I beneath the noise, beneath the opinions, the shame? What power lies dormant in me, untouched, waiting? The world will not give you permission. It will not announce your awakening. It will resist, because your freedom makes others uncomfortable. And still, you must rise. Listen. A sculptor doesn't build the statue. He removes what doesn't belong. That's your task now. Chisel away the lies. The lie that says you can't. The lie that says you shouldn't. The lie that says you must wait, obey, sit still. Number. This is the moment. Stand up, breathe deep, and tear down the wall in your mind. Because behind that wall is everything you've ever needed. Your courage, your clarity, your strength. They were never missing. They were buried beneath opinions, beneath fear, beneath everything you were told to be. And now it is time to remember, not who they told you to be, who you are. A storm held back by silence, a wild soul dressed as a citizen. You don't need permission. You need truth. And the truth is simple. You are not your thoughts. You are not your fear. You are not your past. You are the one who observes it all, and the one who can change it. So change it. Bend the bars. Break the locks. Step into the wide unknown with fire in your eyes. Let them watch. Let them whisper. Let them doubt. But never again will you shrink to fit their frame. Because your mind is not a cage. It is a weapon. It is a kingdom. It is yours. And the throne is waiting. There's a voice in your head, not yours. An old echo. The voice that says, play it safe. Be careful. Don't risk. That voice isn't your protector. It's your captor. Fear disguises itself as logic. Doubt wears the mask of caution. But listen closer. Underneath it all is a whisper. A different voice. One that says, go, try, begin, leap. That's your real voice. The one that's been drowned out by years of noise. It's time to turn up the volume. There's a reason the world tries to tame you. There's a reason it distracts you with comfort and conformity. Because if even one person wakes up, really wakes up, it threatens the whole illusion. Imagine the day you stop living on repeat. The day your actions stop being reactions and start being intentions. You wake up and move like it matters, because it does. That's when the old world starts to crack. See, most people don't live. They cope. They comply. They wait for someone to change their life. But you're not most people. You're here, listening, because something inside you refuses to sleep. You've tasted what it feels like to be awake, and now you can't go back. You've seen the spark. Now it's time to build the fire. The mind is the first battlefield. Before you conquer anything out there, you must conquer in here. Your mind is a forge. Every thought, a spark. Every belief, a flame. Feed it lies, it burns you. Feed it truth, it sets you free. This is your discipline. To return each day. To breathe. To face yourself. Not with judgment, but with honesty. Not with shame, but with courage. Because the real war is not fought with weapons. It's fought with will. The will to stay awake, to stay present, to stay true. You will fall asleep again. That's okay. Just wake up faster each time. And every time you do, you strengthen the part of you that cannot be caged. This is not motivation. This is memory. A reminder of who you were before they told you who to be. So strip it all away. The noise, the masks, the scripts, and return to the silence. Because in that silence, you'll hear it. The voice, your voice. And when you follow it, you don't just change your life. You change everything. They said freedom was dangerous. They said rebellion was reckless. But what's more dangerous than living a life that never felt like yours? Most people exist on autopilot, routine, wrapped in comfort, chained by screens, dulled by distractions. They wake, work, scroll, sleep, repeat. All the while, a quiet scream buried beneath the surface, a question they're too afraid to ask. Is this it? But you're different. You're not here for distraction. You're here for direction, to remember what they made you forget. That you were born to move mountains, that you were born to choose. You don't serve the system, you serve the soul. And your soul was not made for cages. You are not here to blend in. You are here to stand tall in a world that kneels. Think back to a time before fear had a name, before doubt built its house in your chest. Remember that fire? That child who ran, unafraid toward the unknown? They are still in you. You haven't lost them. You've just been talked out of them. So this is your invitation. To remember, to rise, to reclaim the fire. And when it feels too much, when the world feels loud and you feel small, step outside, look up, feel the wind. Because even the stars had to fight for their place in the sky. Even gods were exiled before they ascended. The journey isn't meant to be easy. It's meant to be real. The obstacles, they're not the enemy. They're the training ground. Resistance sharpens truth. Pressure reveals power. So next time fear whispers, "What if you fail?" Answer with a smile, "What if I don't?" You've already made it this far. You've already endured more than most could bear. This next step, it's not the hardest. It's just the one that asks you to believe. Again, to believe in your vision, your fight, your future. Because freedom doesn't come from escape. It comes from mastery. Mastery over the mind, the stories, the noise. So take the throne. Not tomorrow. Not when you feel ready. Now. Because your mind is no longer the cage. It's the kingdom. And the kingdom waits for no one.